Hi, I'm Jo. I recently started posting on here about my trying to conceive journey. I thought I would do a multi-part series kind of like walking you through everything, just opening up about the challenges and just emotional side of trying to conceive. I feel like a lot of people will be able to relate, especially to the early stages of our journey. My husband and I got married March of 2023, and then a couple months after decided that we wanted to start trying and just having fun with it. So in June of 2023, started trying for a baby. And we hadn't really done much research or anything beforehand. I had been on birth control for a really long time, probably like 13 years, but I had stopped at about 3.5 years prior to us trying. So I had been off birth control for a while at that point. To be honest, I kind of naively went into it just thinking it was easily going to happen for us. Like, we're both young, we're healthy, and I just thought that we wouldn't really struggle. I also had gotten blood work, women's health panels, all of that done before we even got married because I knew that we were going to want to start trying shortly after, and I just wanted to be like really proactive with everything. So we start trying, and we're not really tracking too much. We're trying to just have fun with it. First month, it doesn't happen. I was fully convinced that I was going to be pregnant. I even bought pregnancy tests, and then I got my period. Continue to keep trying month over month, and as we're trying, I'm obviously like being a little bit more in tune with my body, my cycle, all of that. And I start to realize that my cycle is really long. Like, it had always been pretty irregular, especially after I had stopped birth control. However, I didn't realize how much it was really like varying month over month. So it was really irregular. It was from like 30 days to like 45 days, which is really not normal of a cycle to be that long and to fluctuate that much. Started to get a little worried, but at this point it was too soon to be able to go see a fertility doctor and really have like any sort of medical intervention. So I took it on myself to do a ton of research. I read different studies. I started following fertility doctors and hormone doctors and specialists, reached out to people. I basically created my own protocol of what I could do to help me get my period back, because I figured like maybe that's the reason why we're struggling to conceive at this point. So a few things that I did that helped for me personally. Obviously everybody is different. I cut back on like HIIT and super high intensity like cardio type of workouts. So like your Orange Theories, your berries, that kind of thing. Fully cut that out. I felt like it was spiking my cortisol way too much and messing with my hormones. So I am only doing strength training, Pilates, and walking. So just lower impact. In addition to that, there are a lot of studies out there on the percentage body fat that is recommended in order to not only get pregnant, but to keep a healthy pregnancy. And I, at the time, had been below that body fat percentage. So I increased like my caloric intake in a pretty healthy way. My kitty was under the bed the whole time. Let me grab her. This is Nori, my firstborn. I'd always eaten pretty healthy just in general, but I was just trying to get in even more protein, trying to eat more frequent meals, less snacking, less alcohol, increasing my overall caloric intake for me so that I could increase my body fat percentage. But obviously I was trying to do it in a really healthy way, not like shoveling ice cream and like eating candy. About 3 months later, I did end up getting my period back, and it is like absolute clockwork now, like down to a T. I get it within 32 days. My ovulation is always where it should be, and that felt like a really huge win to me, especially when I was really concerned about my cycle and my hormones and all of that. We figured that out, and I'm like, okay, I'm proud of myself. Now we should be getting pregnant. Like that, this is probably what the issue is. So I felt like I had uncovered the issue. I fixed it, and I'm like, now it should happen for us. We start trying again, and we had been trying this whole time during this as well, but I had gone into it with a like much more positive outlook, like, okay, it should work this time. Try again and again and again, and it's still not working. We're starting to get like really frustrated. We're tracking everything. We're doing LH tests super frequently. I'm tracking everything on the Oura Ring, taking my like temperature, using natural cycles, like the list goes on and on, doing all this research. And I tried everything out there, like legs in the air, Mucinex, CoQ10, like so many things. I could go on and on. Nothing was working for us. So we ended up taking like a 2-month break just for our mental health, and I will dive into that in part 2.